Hey there. The world looks a lot different right now, really different from just a few months ago, even just a month ago. And I'm hearing from a lot of members of my community, Artwork Living, that they've kind of lost their drive, that they can't paint. They're finding a lot of difficulty in getting inspired to pick up that brush and to make some art. That feeling of being knocked off kilter can come from not having your regular workplace, not having your regular space to set up in, not having your regular coworkers, the things that just normally inspire you. But now, my friends, is not the time to stay stuck. Now's the time to move your feet. Now's the time to raise your hand up if you're a creative and to paint. Because, and I've said this before, painting matters. Your art matters. And there are people out there who need to see your work now more than ever. And the other side to needing to paint is that in the practice of painting, you can create the exact new habits, the new routine, the new system that'll bring you back a sense of being grounded, of finding your feet. One of the best ways that I know of to find that deep sense of connection, that sense of having a routine and a place in the world, is really through the simple practice of observing the world that's right around you. That's where actually the magic lies. A lot of people wait around for finding the perfect thing to paint. And that may be part of the frustration right now, is that you can't get to the things you think of as your perfect painting subjects. But the magic's still there. There are still subjects out there that can float your boat. And if you can look for them in the world that's at hand, at the world that you can see right now, it'll go a long ways towards making you feel like you have a center again, like you have some sort of regularity to your day, and it doesn't feel so off kilter. So to set those new habits moving, to get a new routine going, I want everybody to paint. I want to challenge you to look for the extraordinary in the ordinary. I want you to remember, it's not so much about finding that perfect place, that perfect subject. It's about making what is normal and everyday, making the commonplace, making the beautiful in the commonplace that's hidden away from most people, obvious to the rest of the world, helping other people find the beauty in the everyday, because that's what we've got right now. And we can choose how we look at it. And I want you to challenge you all to switch the way you're looking at it. And let's start looking for the beauty that's there. Because that's how we're going to find our feet again. That's how we're going to find our way forward. You cannot stay stuck where you are right now. You've got to move your feet. So don't wait for that perfect subject. There's no such thing. Just paint. Get started with the world that's right in front of you. So I'm going to be sharing some ideas on how you can do that pretty much every day for the next little bit in a short live video that I'm going to be doing on my Facebook page. But I still want you to get out there and start looking for what's out there in your world that appears quite ordinary, that you can find the beauty in. So here's some ideas, and I'll show you some examples really quickly as well. And I'm going to dive into them more in the coming days. But think about how you can take the most ordinary things and make them appear interesting, make them look more interesting than people think about them being. And you have that happen through looking closely, through that deep looking that forms that connection with where you are right now. So think about spending some quiet meditative time outside looking, or looking through your windows, or looking at the objects that are in the everyday world around you. Zoom in on, get closer up on ordinary objects, things that you can fill the picture plane with. Let me share my screen here for a second. And I want to show you a couple of ideas that I just pulled in really quickly with some photographs that I had on my computer. So this is the original photo that I took right here. This is just the back lane behind my house. It's a very ordinary lane. We have lanes here in Savannah between the rows of houses. And they're literally the lanes that the trash trucks drive down. So you have trash cans lining the lanes. You might not think about painting those, but there's a certain beauty to a trash can. So if you zoom in on it and get up tight on it, you can actually find an interesting composition, even with trash cans. Think about painting a trash can. Think about painting something that's common, everyday, and ordinary, but present it in a new way. So when you look at these trash cans here, one of the things that you'll notice about that composition is that there are 3 of them right here, that it creates a really nice, strong composition. It's that triangle thing that sets up good, strong compositions. I went crazy there with my little marker pen. You can emphasize what people would look past as they go about their everyday lives, present them in a new way. You can zoom in, just like I did here, on something that people would look past at any other time. You can look at looking up. So if I look at that same scene of the lane right there, instead of looking down, I could focus on looking up. I can crop that. So I'm cropping out the lane altogether and just focusing on the sky, getting people to look up when they're used to looking straight ahead. Change the vantage point. Use worm's eye or bird's eye level to not just shoot straight on, but look up, look down, look to the side, left or right. Present a different vantage point so that people can see things in a new way. Remind them to look up, to look at the sky. You can think about an unusual lighting situation. And again, this one looks up as well. It's the view from my patio in the evening. And this was the evening of a full moon rising. So you get that interesting play of 2 different light sources. The street light that's in the lane shining on my neighbor's tin roof, and the moon rising just on the other side, and creating those interesting little reflections therein. Doesn't have to be a grand subject. It can be what is right in front of you. So my challenge is for all of you to move your feet. I want you to get back to painting. Even better if you can paint something every day, and use that hashtag that we've talked about, the ART+WORK+LIVING challenge. Share it on your social media so that other people can see it. But get out there and paint. They don't have to be perfect. They just need to be done. Get yourself back to painting. It is crucial for yourself and for others. Now's the time to paint. Happy painting, everybody. I look forward to talking with you again soon.